Hello, welcome to Boardgame Basecoats, and today we are painting the Shroudrieves Coven from Court of the Dead, Mourners Call. This is the second of the two Flesh Guild figures. Let's start. So first of all, the primer. I shot brown from the bottom and white from the top to get a zenithal highlight. Moving on to the base coat, just as I did with the other Flesh Guild figure, I basically shot the entire fig with this red color, almost 1-to-1 color to medium, because it's a little thick, but it thinned out a little bit. I had to touch up some parts that were just hanging off because I did not want to spray the entire figure with this color. There's some overspray, but that's not a big deal. Moving on then to the robe, and actually most of the fig is this color, and I'd almost thought to spray this, but I didn't want to mess up any kind of color matching as far as that base went, because that's how we're determining the figures, which faction they belong to. So I went ahead and just painted on the purple. Alright, so then moving on. Once I painted the robes on, I discovered miscellaneous little things here and there that I missed with the red, especially like this arm that was kind of out of the robes on one side. So just some little details like that. So moving on then to the knife. So just a little bit of gunmetal on here, again to match the knife that the other Flesh Guild figure had, and that's pretty much the only other spot of color. The last color that I needed then was a bone color, and instead of just painting it on as I did with the last figure, this time I decided to dry brush it on. I'd almost thought to do this with the last figure too. I'm not such a fan of dry brushing though, but I went ahead and did it here because I really wanted that red to pop out underneath just a little bit more, and it turned out okay. I did not dry brush the face of the actual fig though. Finally was washing, and I decided to go with a strong tone wash just straight from the pot there, and wash the entire fig because this was a really good purple, so I wasn't really worried that it would tint weirdly, so it turned out great. Next step then is to varnish, as I usually do. Again, this is a gaming piece, so 1-to-1 varnish to airbrush medium, and put on 3 coats just to make sure that it'll be protected. And there we go. Then the last thing to do is try to get rid of the shine on the robes, and there are quite a few robes material, so have to matte it out a little bit. So 2 coats of this matte. Let it dry in between, of course, and it's still a little wet here in this final picture, but that is it. So the figures are all painted. So all the guild figures are painted. That leaves the main, let's see, the court figures, and here they all are. So very nice. I'm very happy that this is all done. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.